4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. I'm keen to actually see how far I get in this challenge. Just for a bit of context, in Ireland it is 2 degrees now and the roads are icy as hell.
Winter is coming.
But make sure it's actually runnable. I'm not going to be an absolute idiot and run in icy roads.
Or at least that's what I thought I was going to do. What actually happened was entirely different. As I mentioned, the weather at the start was brutal, but I didn't realise how brutal. So for each run, for at least 300 or 400 yards going out and coming back into my street, there was just complete black ice. It was a skate park. You could have genuinely got ice skates out and it would have been more useful than my trainers. I did not know this at the time, so I went ahead with the challenge. And once I was out there, I wasn't going to quit.
If there's any opportunity for me to do it, then I'm going to do it. So hopefully during these runs and after them, I'll be able to check in. I love the way Lex Friedman did this. I'll put a link underneath to his 48-hour challenge. Lex is a fantastic scientist in MIT, also runs a brilliant podcast called the Lex Friedman Podcast. So after each of his 12 runs, he comes back and he says something he's grateful for about life. Maybe by like run 6 or 7, I'm going to be delirious and my gratitude's going to be in smaller proportions, but we're going to give this a proper go. I think it'll take something special to stop me not doing it. I'm going to try and document as much as I can and sort of take you along the journey. So first step, get stretched, out for run numero uno.
All right, first one done. Pretty smooth. I think I got a bit keen and did a little bit more than 4 miles. Yeah, just wanted to get out, stretch the legs. First thing I'm grateful for is my family. So I was over in Scotland for pretty much the year, so obviously was living away from home. It's awesome to be home for Christmas, be able to spend time with my grandparents as well that are all sort of in the area. It's a real blessing to be able to do that at this time of the year, and I understand that many people don't have that luxury. So speaking of that, I'm going to go in the house, get a nice bit of lunch, stretch, and then I'm going to call a few mates actually, just keep myself busy. I'm not going to sit like a potato for the whole thing. So as expected, round number 1, reasonably easy, but I know the monotony of it will start kicking in pretty soon. So the second thing I'm grateful for after the second run is my health. Everything doesn't really matter if you're, not able to get up and walk about, and I'm very lucky that I'm able to go out and at least try to do these 4 miles things. So something that I don't take for granted. I'm very lucky to be healthy, a healthy young boy. So yeah, bit of resting now and then back out for another one. So we're about to embark on the nighttime runs. I'm not going to see light until probably my run at 12 tomorrow morning. So these times for me, it's just staying patient and also sort of finding the humor in it. Like running out at night, like it's pretty fucking silly. So yeah, just gonna stick on some tunes, really nice and easy for this third run. And yeah, see how we get on. This is the start of the night runs. This is run 3. Floor is a bit slippy, so just having to take my time a little bit, but I'll get it done. Just patience. Patience is key. Let's fucking do it. Run 3 done. Successful night run. Third thing I'm grateful for is my work and the people I work with. I've been really lucky over the last 3 or 4 years to pursue a startup within the industry that I love, which is golf. Obviously there's been challenges with it. It doesn't come easy. There's still a lot of work to be done for me to actually do it full time. But I've been incredibly grateful to meet some super people along my journey. Had some great times. I wouldn't have traveled to Scotland and actually worked this year if I didn't pursue the idea and pursue that passion. Obviously it can be lonely at times, but there's so many rewarding parts to it as well, like seeing people actually using an app you build, and then seeing your team members. So the other two guys I work with, like, get a buzz off, you know, seeing their product they've built actually being used by people is just really cool. So cheers to the lads I work with. Cheers to Handy Caddy. Cheers to all the lads that I caddied with this year in Kingsbarns. Some cracking days out in the golf course. Unbelievable memories. Some hard days, but you wouldn't appreciate the good days without the struggle and the hardship. So thankful for the hardship of work and the fulfillment that it brings me. So, all right, my iPhone's malfunctioning because it's so cold, but fourth thing I'm grateful for, just done my midnight run. Fourth thing I'm grateful for is actually hardship in my life. The things that make my life a challenge. I appreciate things that test me, even though in the moment it feels like a bitch, i.e. this right now. Definitely starting to wake up to sort of the mountain of the task I gotta do. Extremely grateful for these challenges, because you ultimately look back and you think, fuck, that was some accomplishment. So hardship and challenges is definitely something that I'm grateful for. All right, so it's coming up to 1 o'clock in the first night. I have an alarm set for 20 to 4, so that's gonna be flipping lovely to wake up to. Overall, fatigue levels at the minute are not unbelievable. Actually feeling pretty good. It's just the mountain of the task that's still ahead, I feel, is sort of weighing on me a little bit. But once you get your shoes on and out the door, then you've committed to it. So just gotta keep going. Let's go. Let's go, champ. 2.9k into run number 5. Staying patient, going down the motorway. Well, that is run 5 done. That was really tough actually, because to be honest, it's just really slippy under my feet. Yeah, this clip was meant to be about travel, but you can just see on that face, he's feeling it. Really starting to feel it. That's a young man in a bit of pain right there. So yeah, I apologize for that. That was meant to be just talking about how I love travel, and I'm hoping to do plenty more of it. So yeah, back to the video. Run 6 complete. That was a bit of a bitch because the GPS device kept cutting out. So it only says I did 3 miles, but it was easily 4. I think it paused for probably like 2 kilometers of that. So I need to make sure that that doesn't happen again. But successful run. It was absolutely pissing down when it started, and I was debating actually running around a football pitch here, is where I actually grew up playing football, but the pitch was just soaked and socks would have just got damp and it would have got very cold. So I said I'd run out in the roads. Roads are still a little bit icy, but I think for these next couple I'm going to try and just keep in the village where there's a lot of traffic going back and forth. Like, see, literally just an ice rink here. But yeah, successful run. Gonna go to the shop now, get a bottle of Lucozade. Things I'm grateful for, part 6. I think my network of friends is something I'm massively grateful for. Whether it be, you know, guys I've known from school that I can always pick up the phone to, lads in university, lads over in Scotland. Just so many good people I've met. What do you see this? I had to drive to this place to run this morning. Car door is pretty much frozen solid. Oh yes. Lovely, lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the morning. This is run number 7. Roads are still icy as shit, so I'm just going to take my time going through my park. And then I'm going to spend a lot of time going through the village. Just taking it nice and easy. But now we've got the light for a few runs. I feel positive about this. I feel good. So yeah, gonna chill it, come back, have my grateful time, and then yeah, get on with it. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Let's go. All right, run 7 done. That was actually a piece of piss. The sun was out there today. I know it's gonna get harder, but I think whenever you're running through the night and then you have the sun, it just feels a lot fucking easier. seventh thing I'm grateful for is my upbringing and where I've come from. So I've been really lucky to grow up in a small village out in the country. So I just had a great childhood. I got out and was outside a lot of time, either playing golf or football. There's a lot of opportunities for me to meet new people just through the sport I played. I was always involved in, rugby or football, or then in my sort of later teens I started to get involved in golf, and that's how I met a lot of the friends I have today. But yeah, just a really simple childhood. The primary school I went to is, where I'm sitting now, is about sort of half a mile away, so I used to walk down in the mornings. I'll never forget those times. This is my 8th run. Yeah, legs are starting to go now at this point. This is where a lot of patience just comes in. Like, how patient can you actually be? It's just really slow pace. One step at a time. That's how we get this done. Come on. So that is the 8th run completed, 32 miles down. Alright, gonna make this quick. Just finished my 8th run there. The 8th thing I'm grateful for is just the simple comforts in life. When you're doing a challenge like this, you really realize how much you take for granted. Just simple stuff like warmth, nice food, sleep, warm showers. These things are just so nice. These things are just such pleasures that we take for granted, or at least I take for granted. And yeah, I'm really grateful for the simple pleasures in life. So yeah, time to get some rest and then out for the night runs. 16 miles to go. Running at 8, 12, 4 and 8. Let's get the job done. Run 9. Start of the night runs. Gotta be careful. Bit of ice coming out of here. Marching on. Alright, so just finished run 9 there. 3 more to go throughout the night. 9th thing I'm grateful for is great music. I think it's incredible the difference whenever a good song comes on. You just feel like a different human out there. So thank God for all the good songs that I've discovered and I'm yet to discover. Definitely makes a world of difference when you're doing exercise like this. We're hanging on, boys and girls. This is run number 10, midnight on a Monday morning. This is where your mind's going to really start to get tested now, just with tiredness and cold. Yes, the distance I've ran, but there's absolutely no let up in me now. I've got this far. I said I'll do it, I'll do it. Just finished run 10. I think I did it around 43 minutes. My pace was actually surprisingly good there. 10th thing I'm grateful for is the opportunities in the future that I have. So obviously, whether that be with work, meeting other cool people, I think there's a lot to look forward to in life. And it's nice to, have things to look forward to as well, or else it's sort of hard to wake up in the morning. But yeah, things that motivate me are travel, meeting new people, and creating an overall a great impact in the world. So I think as long as I have opportunities to go down those 3 avenues, I'll feel fulfilled. All right, 10 down. The next run is the real tester, because you have to get that done before you get to the final one. So I'm gonna go in, sleep, prepare myself for that 11th run, and then once I get through that, hopefully my heart will take me through that 12th one. But going well. Alright, grinding out run 11 of 12. This is me coming back into my village. Got about 1 kilometre left in this run. This is the real hard part of it, because once I've done this, I've only got 1 more to go. So just got to stay patient here and get reset once I'm back at the house. Just finished run number 11. that was tough to go out for. Mega tough. I think that's test your spirit for sure. I'm going out at 4 in the morning after doing 10 of those. So we got one more to go after this, which means I'm going to do it. There's no other option now, apart from getting the job done. So 11th thing I'm grateful for is everyone who keeps society going by working, you know, jobs that are really hard. Often don't get a lot of credit. Just your everyday workers, the builders, the hospital staff, the nurses, you know, like people who make society tick, that we always take for granted, you know. You know, these roads, although they've been icy, they're laid out pretty well, so it makes, especially in the UK, you know, I think we have pretty good infrastructure as far as roads, buildings, and all that stuff's taken care of. So I'm very grateful to the people who make that stuff happen, and often don't get a lot of, you know, credit for the work they do, just because it's almost taken as, you know, almost like a base level requirement, without too much gratitude being shown for it. So thankful for the people who keep society ticking and don't get a lot of credit for it.
Alright, trying to not wake the entire house up with the volume of this clip, but I'm heading out for my final run now. It never gets easier to wake up, but it's encouraging. I know I'm going to do it. Just need to stay really, really patient with this run now. You can tell just by my eyes I'm fucked up. Like, I tried to sleep there, got an hour and a half, but you're just thinking about the next run, so let's go do it.
Just finished my 12th run. Challenge is over. What an absolute war that was. Last thing I'm grateful for is honestly to be done with this challenge. I do these things sort of periodically, like whether it's a marathon or some physical test, just to see how far you can push yourself. And yeah, I managed to accomplish this one. So I'm grateful that I managed to complete it and get the job done. I'm grateful for other challenges that I'm going to take on in the future, just to sort of harden the mind and know that I'm capable of this stuff. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Maybe it inspires you to do something similar. It doesn't have to be this is a bit mad, but yeah, so looking forward to just going outside and just collapsing for a bit now. Maybe getting a nice warm bowl of porridge. We did it. We did it. We did it.